Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. This week we're going to be talking about graphing inequalities again. And we need to start just by thinking about inequalities as a sentence in words. So first, I want to talk about, x is greater than 5. So this symbol here is opening up to the bigger number. So if it's opening up to x, then that means that x is greater than, or it's bigger than 5. And in the second example, that symbol is opening up away from y. So if it's opening away from y, then we'll say that y is less than 12. Okay, so the first thing we should always try to do is get that variable on the left. You can see here both of my variables are on the left side. It's going to make life a little bit easier for us later. So if I'm looking at number 1, variables on the left side, so don't need to do anything there. And I'm opening away from w, so that means that w is less than 12, just like we saw up here. Sorry, w is less than 15. So w is less than 15. And number 2, we do need to change. H is not on the left. So I'm going to rewrite this as h. And here, my symbol is opening away from h. So I'll keep that consistent. And now let's check out, what is this saying? Well, if it's opening away from h, that's saying h is less than 9. But today's real lesson, the real thing we're worried about today, is we're going to graph these inequalities. So we're going to start with graphing the inequality 15 is less than p. And what's the first thing we notice? Well, p's on the right side. So what I should do here is I need to rewrite this inequality with p on the other side. And here we notice our inequality symbols opening up toward p. So when I rewrite that, I'm going to keep that symbol opening up toward p. And what this says is p is greater than 15, because the symbol is opening up toward the bigger number always. So p is bigger than 15. And where on this number line down here, where on this number line are my numbers that are bigger than or greater than 15? Well, they're over here. So I'm just going to shade over here on the numbers that are bigger than 15. So I'm going to shade to the right of 15. And if you notice, in my inequality, once I got my variable on the left side, I could always look at this symbol here, and it's pointing which way I should shade. It's saying, well, shade to the right. It's like an arrow kind of guiding me where to shade. So we've got 4 problems here. I'm going to do the first 2. I'll leave the last 2 for you guys. And we'll have a Google form quiz for the day. So first thing here, make sure that our variable's on the left side. This one is not. So I'll rewrite this with q. This is opening up toward q, so I'll keep that the same. So that says q is greater than 23. So which way am I going to shade? I'm going to shade the numbers that are bigger than 23, which are over here. Because 30 is bigger than 23. 30 is on this side, so I'll shade on this side. And again, you can always look at this arrow as long as your variable's on the left. So I'm shading to the right side of the graph. Now in number 2, s is greater than -4. Well, Well, my variable's already on the left, so that's good. I don't need to change that. Then which way is my arrow pointing? It's pointing to the right. And this says that S is greater than -4. Because remember, this symbol always opens up toward the bigger number. So S is greater than 4, -4 rather. So I'm going to find the numbers that are greater than -4. Well, 10's bigger than -4. 0's bigger than -4. Which tells me I'm shading to the right side of the graph. Alright, I'd like you guys to pause the video, try those last two, and when you unpause, we'll go through them together and we'll see how it went. So 3, got to make sure k is on the left side of the equation, or inequality rather, and it is. So I don't need to change that. Now k is greater than 3. Symbol's opening up toward the bigger number. K is greater than 3. So where are my numbers that are bigger than 3? Well, 0 is not bigger than 3. But 10 is. So I'll shade over by 10, which is the right side of the graph. And we can always look again at the symbol opening up toward K, almost like an arrow pointing which way we should shade. And our last one here, y is not on the left side, so I need to change that. So I'll say y is less than -55. And where are my numbers that are less than -55? Less than is always to the left, so this would be the left side of the graph.